So we were talking about women think that men should naturally know what they need to do in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
And we assume that a man should just know. And if he doesn't know, then we don't like it. We think why are you here then?
But okay, so here's the thing. Number one, the man isn't psychic and he can't just know. Mm-hmm. And I suspect that one of the reasons that women expect men to just know is because women are kind of nervous about admitting that they want certain things.
Yeah.
And that they like it. So if you're pull my hair back or spank me, that makes her feel like a whore or something like that for having that kind of thought. So rather than face the discomfort of admitting that she has certain wants and needs and desires and cravings, she'd rather retreat into a fantasy where it's of course, every rom-com or whatever I've ever seen, the man just magically knew the things to do. So I want you to magically know the things to do so you can just do it, and then I can be happy that you did it, but not have to go through the shame of asking you to do it. So there's that, which is kind of unrealistic, but I suppose I get why women should do that. But one thing as well is a lot of men don't really try to please women in the bedroom. Would you agree?
Yeah, most men just take, They just are there for themselves, and they don't really, even if they tried, they don't ask a lot of questions. They don't come with curiosity. They come with ego. They want the woman to just think that they are amazing, but they are not even trying to get to know the woman and what she likes.
I think ego is a big thing. It's one of those things where it's alright, as a man, your prowess in the bedroom is supposed to be everything, right?
Yeah.
How well you can do some things. And if you're told that you're not doing it well, that's painful as all hell. It's like a knife through the heart.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how...
But that's why we don't tell men what we want or what we like, because we know his ego is going to be hurt, and then sometimes we just... It's not worth it.
But what you could do is you could do it in a way so that you imply that he does it already. So it's I love it when you're really rough with me. I love that so much. And then he's going to assume, oh yeah, I must be really rough with her. Because you're phrasing it like it's something that he actually does.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
So what's your advice for men and women?
Okay, well for men, it's you have to pay attention to what the woman that you're with wants, what she's reacting to. You touch her here, and then she gasps and moans. Oh, okay. You're soft and sensual, she gasps and moans. Okay. You're hard and forceful, she gasps and moans. Oh, okay. So pay attention, but also ask questions as well.
Yeah. How about reading from books or
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a good
But
idea.
the thing is, it's hard for a lot of guys to do because you feel like you're supposed to just know.
So we got to the same point. Men think they should just know, and women think men should just know.
Yeah, because people put a lot of pressure on them.
So who started that, men or women?
I have no idea. I'm not time traveling. I have zero idea who started it, but yeah,
I think men started it.
Even if they did, which I'm not saying they did, but even if they did, at the end of the day, we're still here right now. We're in this situation, and the way to get about it is communication. But here's one thing, though. You want to know one reason why men do not try in the bedroom, it's because, for the most part, right, I'm going to be honest with you, most women act as though they do not care that much about sex. And you go, what does that mean, Kira? And that's a lie. That's not true. Actually, it is true. For instance, man and a woman are on a date, or they're on a series of dates, or they're interacting, they've matched on an app, or they've met in a bar, whatever. She is never bringing up sex in any way, shape or form, and in fact, if he is too sexual, he has to ease her into it. I remember once I was on a date with a woman, and I ended up seeing this woman for quite a while. Now, I mentioned sex early on in the date. I think I mentioned it twice. And then she was like, I'm a bit uncomfortable. I need you to back down. I need you to back off a little bit. Now, this woman ended up being one of the most let's say energetic women I've ever met. Energetic, passionate women I've ever met. Truth
Wow.
is, women
Interesting.
often act as though sex is something that they give men as a reward in exchange for fulfilling certain criteria. Like literally, you go to work at McDonald's and at the end of the month you get your salary. You know, like you worked really hard, here's your salary.
Yeah.
Women act like that.
Yeah.
And then when women act like that, right, and like they act asexual and they act as though sex is something that they can take or leave and that they don't really want and they don't really care at all, surprise, surprise, when the men get in bed with you, they're acting as though, you know, they're just taking their payments. You know, this is what was promised to me. There we go. So, while yes, men should ask what you want, what you not want, pay attention, what does she like, what does she not like, all of that stuff. Women could be a bit more vocal too. A bit more vocal.
So it's surprising to me that men don't understand that sex is important for women as well. And I can see why. Because women don't show that at all. And men just assume that, well, she doesn't give a fuck about sex.
The lie, the image that you're portraying.
Uh-huh.
If every woman you ever meet acts like she's a virgin,
Yeah.
surprise, surprise, you're going to think they're virgins.
But sex is so important for women.
Yeah,
It's very, very important.
indeed.
Yes.
Well,
So men should know that.
I guess. So men should ask questions, women should speak.
Yes. Thank you, Kira.
I break down dating psychology like this all the time. Follow now so you don't miss out on game that most guys never get to hear.